I don't know if Shizzy's having a bit of a lie-in or, he told me he was gonna be out of town and I don't remember, which is a distinct possibility, because of, my last week and, kind of just touching base through Discord, so it is very possible that I forgot that he was going to be gone this week. I have sent an invite to Bullstorm as well, but, people have real life jobs. I have, thank you, you guys, I just didn't wanna deal with my hair, so wig it is. Wig it is, uh, although I am holding off on the Zap Brannigan, velour jackets for Nick's Slightly Buzz stream today because it does take you know, I will say that I am much more of a comfy clothes person, especially since we are in, I don't know, 2nd or 3rd false spring. I my natural hair color is blonde. Um, uh, I would say a 7 blonde, a very ashy blonde. Which is very odd because my hair tends to hold red very well. In fact, if I want to get an ash brown, I have to double the ash that you normally put in. So, yeah, that's why I make fun of eyebrows so much. I tint my eyebrows every morning because if not, they are clear. So if a girl that sucks at girl can, figure out how to give myself eyebrows, I I do not, I just don't cut many women slack that don't do it. Yeah, yeah. In fact, Mr. Mo was terrified, because my hair has always been, uh multiple different colors, but my natural, except once when I decided to, go back to my natural color just once, and he's like, "No, thank you." Yeah, well, it's one of the things I notice, and maybe I notice it because it bothers me about myself. Oh, no, you can see it at if I didn't have a wig on, you can see it at my roots, although I am considering a violet shadow root. I realize so, if you are new to the Church of Mo, I tend to deal with trauma by either A, buying stuff I don't need, which I am trying not to stress out Mr. Mo, so I'm trying to stay on a budget, or doing something stupid to my hair. Now, I have learned how to dye my hair and use very gentle dyes, but I am considering a dark violet shadow root, because my hair is showing my blonde roots, but it looks like gray, and I didn't think I was vain, but I'm learning that I am vain about that. Learn new stuff about me every day. I'm like, I'm actually kind of vain. So, yeah. Now, I tend to do my stuff at home, and it's not that I don't like salons, it's more that I just never seem to have the best luck with them. I end up everyone noticed, Eric's sister's lack of eyebrow. It was hard to make fun of due to being responsible. Yeah. Well, look, I tend to be the person that, in polite company that no one else says it, and I, lacking filter, I'm like, "Oh, so this was a conscious choice to just say screw it to eyebrows." And then because feelings tend to bother me, I do tend to just, like, focus on the worst thing that you can possibly say ever to someone. I was born without tact. We have a lot of fun stories today. I do have Shizzy's song just in case, he doesn't make it. He might have slept in. Oh my Bob Ross, y'all. Oh my Bob Ross. So, I was, so I find it less weird and egotistical and self-involved, uh Um, yeah, me too. Although my compliments tend to be things that I find amazing, like, that I can't do, but most people just find normal. I am like, "You are an amazing speller." I can't spell to save my life, or women that can do those Dutch braids by themselves, like, y'all are amazing. I don't know how you or like those super talented women that can use the hairdryer and the brush by their own selves, like, independently. Like, y'all are goddesses. I don't know how you do that, but but I can so my compliments are always like, "You have such beautiful girl handwriting." And people are like, thank you," or "Your face is so normal looking." Like, I tend to be really, really bad at this. Like terribly bad. Like, I go in to hug someone, but I don't know how long I should hug someone. Like, do they tap me on the back? Do I tap them on the back? Like, when does it become a hostage situation? When do I ask for the National Guard to get me out of here? And I know I tense up because I start thinking like, "Oh gosh, I hope I'm not hugging too long." Like, we're like friends, but not friends, like 3 seconds. Like, do I do a little pat on the back, like, "Hey, I'm done here?" This is where my mind goes with things. So, I was trying to explain to Mr. Mo the insanity that is the Afro Man trial. So back to my not wanting to be, super egotistical, I was watching my replay, with him because I was asking him, "Okay, hey, what do you think I should clip to make videos?" Because sometimes I think something's funny, but I do like to try to, run it by other people because, you can think you're hilarious, but generally wanna make sure, "Hey." So he's like, "Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute." He's like, what are the cops suing him for?" So I played him the song Lemon Pound Cake, and he's like, "This is kinda groovy, I like it." So he's downloading Lemon Pound Cake, and I'm trying to tactfully because as I am trying to explain the Afro Man trial, my youngest, most feral son is running in and out and demanding that we start watching House, which is kind of our normal routine. Mr. Mo I'm in my bedroom right now, so Mr. Mo and I sit on my bed. I have a TV on this wall, and youngest, most feral, hijacks my chair, and howdy, Anima Rumpure over on, Rumble. Now, as a little bit of a housekeeping thing, thank you for those of you that are catching me over on X, but, next week, we are going to be sticking to Rumble and YouTube. I will still be promoting and giving you guys, the links on X, but, just honest to goodness, is more of a user issue. I simply, am still learning X, and I don't know how many followers I have until monetizable, and I'm uniquely sure that the 27, Elon Musks that want me to follow them back, the single Chad Kroeger might actually be the real guy from Nickelback. That one, I am not sure if it's real or a bot. The 10 Johnny Depps and the 1 David Hasselhoff, which might also be real, are not getting a follow back, but basically it is just because I don't understand. Kick, I don't even know what kick is. I mean, I know that expert or not expert that, Shizzy does it. But, Nickelback, yeah, I had a DM from Chad Kroeger. I'm sure he's the real one, I think. I mean, yes, so I am going through the process of following people back. As I said before, it is not because I, A, wanted to blow you off or B, you know, it is It was all user error. I was unaware that you're supposed to follow people back. I am in fact the most useless, technological, genlennial one could be. Yeah, I am gonna have to look at it, because I know that, with Rumble, with YouTube, and, as much as I hate to think about it, we have 2 years for another, another election where, even something as benign as my channel that desperately tries to stay not political will probably get, all of the, warnings and displays and make sure, you don't now, y'all, again, did Tad's DM ask you to look at a photograph? Well, I did say, "No, thank you." That was the one that I showed my husband laughing, and I was like, "Well, you always said you didn't wanna take out the trash as much." I was like, "We could have a throuple." I mean, I'd be shamed, you'd be shamed, we'd all be ashamed. We can listen to all 3 of his one song. It'll be great. Oh, Rosilla's realm, the real Jennifer Aniston isn't speaking to me anymore after saying that when one has talent of a rotten avocado trying to pretend it's ripe. Well, e you know, I will say I have been shocked at the amount of women in bio only. I have been shocked at the amount of women who have tried to talk to me, and I'm like, "Sweetheart, no, no. I have 3 teenage daughters. I don't need any more drama. If we're doing the throuple, I am getting a bisexual man who knows how to do makeup. I have already figured out my, futuristic throuple, and he is gonna not really care for Mr. Mo, gonna help me with makeup, and his boyfriend, Kyle, is gonna help us with decorating. I've already figured this out, so no thank you, ma'ams. I'm simply looking for a man who can help me with makeup and help Mr. Mo with, you know, decorating." Well, so I am trying to in and out of, youngest, most feral coming in, trying to explain the Afro Man trial. And I get to, Lisa, and he's like, "Well, what is the song?" Because I was kind of going through my stream because I said, "Hey, listen to this voice." And he was like, "What?" He was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yes." And I said, "I'm going straight to hell. Look at what I put as her banner." And he's like, "I don't," and he was like, "Not Caitlyn Jenner." He's like, "What is wrong with you?" Yes. So I had to play him. I was like, I looked him dead in the eyeballs and I was like, "Look, I will play this Lisa song for you." Alice G, um, I am kind of going through a story time of trying to explain the Afro Man trial to my innocent, husband. So I look him in the eye and I'm like, "Okay, this is like a 14-minute long song. I'm going to need you to lock the door because it's a lot." So he's like, "What is going on here?" So I'm playing the song and he's like, wait a minute, what is this?" So I have to try to explain what is going on. And I suddenly realize that objectively, if you ask any normal person who is not deep, in LawTube, this has broken the timeline. But you know what? I say yeah, he was like, "Wait a minute, they can show that on YouTube?" When we got to I am not a drama teacher from Canada. There are certain lines that I'm pretty sure I can't I don't wanna cross as a non-drama teacher from Canada. So I am over here trying to explain this, and, JLR is going to fall off the rails. Oh, no. I'll have to look at that, Cowboy Logic. The the being around and, you know, what, is the X account? So my X account is let me pull it up. This is how absolutely at Mo in the Deep 84, and I actually had to look that up. This is why I need a social secretary. But he thought I will say that he liked the songs, so he's downloaded them. Thank you, JKD Buck. That's why I'm going to be cutting back on X. I just legitimately need to learn to use it better. I've been using it to promote, but, I need to get to legitimately knowing how to use it better. Afro Man has triumphed in a wild lemon pound cake lawsuit filed by, well, whining police officers. In the summer of 2022, members of the sheriff's department in Adams County, Ohio, raided Afro Man's home with a warrant on a suspicion of well, not street legal pharmaceutical trafficking and kidnapping. Now, after busting down his door and ransacking his home, armed officers found, well, nothing more than two dubs and no sign of kidnapping because she wasn't in a basement because he doesn't have a basement. Now, no charges were filed. However, following the debacle, Afromen turned, well, lemons into lemonade, transforming footage of the botched raid into a series of music videos that have gone viral, particularly one titled Lemon Pound Cake that shows one of the officers pausing in the rapper's kitchen to eye the tasty treat on the counter. That video, as well as social media post that the article made with the raid footage, became subject of a lawsuit filed the following year by 7 police officers who claimed that Afro Man, whose real name is Joseph Foreman, used their footage of their faces without their consent, a misdemeanor in Ohio, and sued him on grounds of invasion of privacy. Now, on Wednesday, following a 3-day trial in which Afro Man defended his art in court, the jury sided with the rapper on all counts. In which Afro Man, and disagreed with the cops' claim that he owed them a combined $3.9 million in damages. Shortly after the trial ended, the rapper posted a video to his social media of the judge reading the verdict in court. Now, the trial in Adams County this week raised questions about the limits of the First Amendment, its protections, and the freedom of artistic criticism. In 2023, the ACLU of Ohio wrote an amicus brief in support of the rapper. Quote, this case is a classic entry into the slap suit genre, a meritless effort to use a lawsuit to silence criticism, the ACLU wrote in a brief. Oh, reading. Fundamental. Can't do it. Plaintiffs are a group of law enforcement officers who executed what appears to have been a highly destructive and ultimately fruitless search of a popular musician's home. Now they find themselves at the receiving end of his mockery. And outrage expressed through a series of music videos about the search, as well as spin-off merchandise and social media commentary. In their lawsuit, the 7 officers claimed that they had been, quote, subjected to threats, including, well, unaliving threats, and had suffered emotional distress, embarrassment, ridicule, loss of reputation, and humiliation. That was before the trial, you numbnuts. Again, the Afro Man effect is now a thing. You have now created this. The monster that you wanted to slay, you basically gave him steroids. You're welcome. I don't know. Everyone with an ounce of common sense could see this coming from billions of yards away. But like the Titanic, y'all just sailed right through. Now, Mr. Foreman, well, so we all know how this ended, and I am glad to see this. Uh, yeah, he's not. I will say he's not been a big artist in my wheelhouse or listening, but he does bring a sense of fun, and I think that, in a time like this, we need it, and honest to goodness, really, when you look at it, look at how much we've changed as a country in just 250 years. We went from a country who was built on these foundational ideas, but didn't fundamentally believe that all men were created equal as a foundational proof. And in 250 years, a man who might not have been counted as a person when when we sign those rights into, our belief that everyone was born with them. And now we have Afro Man protecting the Constitution. I love this timeline. I I love this timeline. Well, thoughts and prayers. This man is a national treasure, and uh, thank you, KDD. Welcome, welcome. This is a wig. I did not feel like doing my hair. It is one of my tricks. I suffer from chronic pain, so on some days when I don't feel like fiddling with it, I definitely love wigs. Um, and they're not as intimidating as I first believed they were going to be. Now, Chuck Norris, 86, has been rushed to the hospital in Hawaii after a medical emergency. Now, Chuck Norris was reportedly rushed to a hospital in Hawaii after suffering a medical emergency. The Walker, Texas Ranger alumni, 86, was on the island of Kauai when an incident occurred. Now, the nature of the incident hasn't been made clear. Now, Norris apparently bounced back immediately, as insiders told the outlet he's in good spirits. This man has his own total body gym with Claudia Schiffer. I know, is the hospital okay? They tried to give him an IV. The IV was like, no, sir. A rep for Norris wasn't immediately available for any comment. Now, he's still in great shape. He celebrated his birthday on March 10th with a private outdoor boxing lesson. Don't age, level up, he said in a video he shared via Instagram. I'm 86 today. Nothing like some playful action on a sunny day to make you feel young. Well, I hope the man who was fighting Chuck Norris is okay. Has anyone checked on him? Grateful for another year, good health, and a chance to keep doing what I love, Norris continued. The actor expressed his gratitude to the best fan in the world, concluding your support through the years has meant more to me than you'll ever know. The Way of the Dragon star often shares his workouts online and recently posted a photo of himself flexing his bicep while hitting the gym in November. Here's a photo I took several months ago. The caption said, progress isn't measured by perfection, but the courage to keep going. Now, he reassured his 2.8 million followers that he was still setting goals, pushing forward, and choosing discipline over comfort. No matter what your age, keep striving for the best version of yourself. Now, the Invasion USA star also posts footage of himself horseback riding, hiking, and weightlifting. Is the horse okay? This man this man I'm need to get me a total gym.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Well, I was like, "Crap, it could be in the scheme of things that he told me he wasn't here and I didn't remember because
No,
remembering is hard."
no, this whole time change has my sleep patterns all messed up.
I get that.
It takes me at least 6 months to get used to it, and then they change it again.
Yeah, honestly, I like, second thing when I'm the president, screw it, no one likes it, we're taking it out.
No, I don't care what time it stays. Just stay one damn time.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Who gives a rat's ass? Don't care.
Oh, Chucky
Wait.
Norris.
No, I refuse to believe this. Oh, I thought it said his real name. I was like, no, his real name is Chuck Norris. I refuse to believe anything else.
He's married to Gene O'Kelly.
Yeah. And they share 24-year-old twins, Dakota Allen and Danilee Kelly. Can you imagine bringing a boy home and your dad's Chuck Norris? This woman is living in a convent still. You're trying to bring home your 16-year-old boyfriend. Hi. No, my dad's real nice. No, you've seen him. Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. You know, the fun part was I read this really interesting thing that Chuck Norris, when everybody was making, you know, all those memes, Chuck Norris memes, he actually was a little angry at first about it. He was like, man, why are they like, do they really hate me that much? Am I that awful of a person? And then it was just like, his wife explained to him, said, no, dear, it's because they actually love you. They think this is like admiration. So he like doubled down on it and actually started making some of those memes himself. I mean, he thought it was absolutely wonderful at that point. But yeah, that's I always thought that was pretty cool. Good old Chuck Norris.
Okay, possibly Arizona's only selling point.
True.
Despite not being real. Yeah. Oh, I did not know this, but I have solved the problem for male happiness. I did not know this. It's about $14. It is one of them color wheels at Sherman-Williams. Mr. Mo, I have never seen the man so damn happy. He was like, first of all, he has the audacity, the unmitigated gall to have like a burst of post, stressfulness energy, just the unmitigated gall. He's like, wake up, it's a beautiful morning, gonna wake up. And I'm like,
what did you do? Oh, the color wheel. Got it.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm gonna go paint the front room. And I legitimately don't care at this point. We are picking colors that are sellable colors, and he like is taping things up. He is moving them around. He's like, okay, I want you to look at these in the morning light. And then I want you to come back and put your best picture one up here. And then I want you to come in the afternoon.
And look at it again. Midday? Just stare at the color all day until it leads into your mind.
I was like, these are basically, I've never felt more like the dude in my entire life. I was like, I was like blissful yellow, dutiful orange, Valium gray. I don't care.
So what you should have done is what you're wearing right there, and then put your hair up, in a hat, and got a pipe wrench, and gone, we going to work, son.
No, he found the color. So he went to Sherwin-Williams and he came back, and I was on a stream, and this man was so excited. And I'm like, what is going on? And he's like, look what I bought. And he's like, I can look at all the colors and it can match things. And I was like, you are the most excited I have ever seen you. And all it took was $14.
Well, it used to be that they would give those away to you to use.
Yeah. He's like, we're going to have all of this. He's like, can you imagine next time we have to paint, we won't have to go and, guess through all that. I was like,
and yeah, you're sitting there going, okay, I'm going to get the red, the yellow, the green, the purple, orange, and I'm going to go down through all of them. These are too light. These are too dark. I don't know. And then you got this stack of things.
And then he put like 7 tables because he's like, okay, we need an entrance table and a light. And so I'm like, okay, with this entrance table, I want to remind you, if you get the table with all the shelves, I've already said I'm not dusting. And we have cats and all the little tchotchkes. And he's like, what are tchotchkes? And I was like, the little fun display things you want to put on those shelves. Because I had been picking tables with like no shelves, so no clutter. And And he's like, no, we need all the little shelves and we're going to display. I was like, have you met our cats and our children?
What did they remove whenever they were
I know.
working
I
on
was
you?
like, I was like
Did they go a little too low there, son?
well, I got him home, Shizzy. I got this man home, and like I told him Sunday, maybe he wasn't paying attention to me because we both had our ideas, and I was like, I'm gonna make you breakfast, and I figured we could just relax. And so he's like, "You're going to Walmart?" And I was like, against my will. And he's like, can I come with you? He's like, do you want to go to Walmart? I'm like, they have delivery. I just didn't want to people today. Why are you trying gay? Oh my God. So we go through the Walmart and I'm picking out stuff and he just had his gallbladder out, Shizzy. So he wants either biscuits and gravy or bacon, eggs, and hash browns.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, Pepto be with you, you know. And so, and I could tell, like, I had been keeping it together, but as I got to the checkout line, I could tell that I had been shaken because I got the name brand Grand's cinnamon rolls.
Oh, geez.
That I know. And Mr. Mo was like, how much were those? Those are awesome. And I was like, we spent $20 on cinnamon rolls because they're like $4 a can. There's 5 in a can. We have 8 people in the family.
Oh, geez. Yeah. It's just like, yeah.
He's like, you got real Jimmy Dean sausage. I was like, don't say I don't love you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what I do too. Like if I'm doing biscuits and gravy, I'm making sure that I've got not we got some other stuff that's much better than Jimmy Dean's, but it's good.
Well, it's rural Indiana and it was Sunday before noon, so I couldn't buy booze.
Well, Sunday before anything, you can't buy anything. You're lucky you even got in the grocery store.
Yeah, but I was just like, you know, God knew what he was doing because I am the penultimate inside cat and I married the human equivalent of an aggressively friendly golden retriever.
Like Valhalla.
Yeah, pretty much. The man has not met a stranger. He's like... So we are at the cash register and the doctor told me specifically he cannot lift anything heavier than 10 pounds. Oh. So I am trying to put things on and he is trying to lift up 2 liters. And I may or may not have said in front of witnesses, I just took you out of the hospital. I will put you back in, put it down. I will lift it up. God help me. I'm not driving to Methodist again.
I'm not doing this again. This is the song because you were asking about 2026, and I thought this was fitting.
Yes. Well, here is the story that I gave you the song because I was just like, we were promised flying cars, Rosie the robot.
Yeah.
And all we got is a fish that can drive a car.
Not just any car, a shopping cart.
Yeah, a toddler shoe car. Gosh. It's just like, I can't believe people spend money on this too. I'm kind of shocked too.
He just has that shocked look all the time. He's just an unwavering look about him.
He is our next president.
No, what would have happened? Just curious if he would have swam the other way. Then he would have made the Guinness Book of Records for negative direction.
Yeah, I don't know. What if he was like, you know, direction lexic like me? So he was taking his fins out and he's like, shit. I remember I'm supposed to go some way.
Am I supposed to be doing something? Am I supposed to be driving left? Am I supposed to be driving right? I don't know. What's that over there? Why are these people looking at me? I'll stare back. Maybe they won't notice.
He also won the longest steering contest.
Yes. Of a driver. He had that 30-mile stare. Yeah. So I called it 40 feet.
This is the day I break out my power tools. A damn goldfish driving y'all looking like damn fools. Lord have mercy, tell me this is a joke. I cannot believe it's $10 just for a smoke. Wanted robots wiping our ass. Got a fish in a tank, now I'll pass 40 feet in a minute, I wish it was fake. Lost to a fishbowl on a roller skate. This the pinnacle, this our big win. Centuries of sweat for a fish in a bin. No world peace, no stars in our grass. Fishy celebrity, hell nah, kiss my ass. They swore the future be sleek and grand. Now a damn goldfish driving without a hand. No jet boots burning, no Mars colony grow. Can't believe I'm part of this shit show. It's a damn fish swim in circles. Hold the press. By God, if this is 2026, what a hell of a mess. Chat with the cosmos, not for you, son. Wanted a robot, at least make it fun. Instead the world's cheering a tank. Brilliant ass chat, now who do I think? I ain't impressed, friend, don't sell me that line. It's a circus stunt, not some grand design. We dreamed of gods in plastic and steel. Got a damn goldfish with zero sex appeal. They swore the future be sleek and grand. Now a damn goldfish driving without a hand. No jet boost burning, no Mars colony grow. Can't believe I'm part of this shit show. It's a damn fish swim in circles. Hold the press. By God, if this is 2026, what a hell of a mess. Now let me tell you, I'm laughing at the ruins of dreams we once chased. While a damn goldfish gets the Guinness and we eat the waste. The road to tomorrow veered off a cliff and the fish drove it there. God, what a gift. No moon base. Hell no! No Android hand jobs. What a lie! No silver trains across the sky. Just a fish. Just a damn fish! In his tank. Poor bastard! Swimming. Such big brains. What dumbass do I think? They swore the future be sleek and grand. Now a damn goldfish driving without a hand. No jet boots burning, no Mars colony grow. Can't believe I'm part of this shit show. It's a damn fish swim in circles. Hold the press. By God, if this is 2026, what a hell of a mess. So this is how it ends, a whimpering sound. Little orange idiot just drifted around. We wanted jetpacks, at least the world in flames. Instead the fish won the record. I guess it's the same. Welcome to the end, baby. A goldfish is driving, and we're riding shotgun to hell.
I'm waiting for the next Speed Racer fish anime.
Oh, God.
Tuna in the world.
It is absolutely the best.
Oh my God, could you imagine the next Bumblebee tuna commercial?
They have that commercial. They have that song.
The tuna's Tokyo drifting to get away, like it throws porpoises back. He's like, get a dolphin.
Get a dolphin. He's got octopod and he pulls a little lever and it dumps him out behind him and they're spraying it all over the place.
I was thinking Mario Kart, but you just make it fish related.
Fish friendly. Oh.
Okay, you've seen so you've been covering the well, everyone's been covering the Afro Man trial.
Oh, I'm going to be covering it later today. I'm going to.
Okay, well, JKD Buck made this because someone pointed out that this is very, very appropriate. Oh.
What I ordered, what I got.
This man is cross-eyed, and not only did the U.S. military, but 2 police officers decided, let's give this mother effer, this cross-eyed son of a bee, a force multiplier.
Well, maybe he wasn't. Maybe he wasn't. Man, that guy was. Oh God. So have you seen the missing footage?
So actually, I'm watching that. So I watched because someone in the chat, I think it was
I got it.
Paints.
I got it last night from MG. The missing footage, because I wanted to see what Cross was and what the beginning of other guys was. It really wasn't as interesting as I thought it would be, but
I thought the Cross was, again, like that woman with the femininity of a young Janet Reno hasn't been called.
No, she reminded and I joke not, she reminded me of a guy that used to roadie for me. I was like, oh my God. I was like, and see, the worst part is whenever I turned it on, I had it have, I think it was, I was watching Megan and Tug at during one of the days, and I was doing something else, and I look over and I visually was just like, holy cow, that's Sean, I'm just like, I'm like looking. I was like, yeah, still the same balding thing going on up here. And the hair is long and stringy. I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden I heard the voice. I was just like, it's like, what's he doing in Kentucky? And why is he on trial? And at this point, I thought it really was. And I was like, well, the voice isn't quite right. So it's not him, And I'm listening and I'm like, dude, the whole time. And then all of a sudden it was just like, they started talking about Lickum Low Lisa. I was like, wait. And I had to pause and I scratched my head a few times. And then I was like, okay, I got to go. Maybe I'm playing it on slow speed or something, because
because as soon as she came up, I was like, what in the Bonnie Raitt? I mean, Kathleen Turner has a higher vocal register than her.
Yes. And I mean, Kathleen Turner has like that,
gravel.
That gravelly smoker voice of where, she's just like, yeah. You're like,
and you're like, I'm aroused.
But she also looks feminine. This woman did not look feminine at all. She had arms that were like, she must go to the gym.
I was like, she lives.
She does. I was like, hey, more power to you. But there were times during that where it looked like she was laughing while she was watching it.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I am sorry, but you cannot tell me that woman went through middle school, high school, and the police academy and didn't get called everything but a child of God. No. So you either let it break you or you figure the way to, make it funny.
Yeah. But and all of them, they were they just sounded like a bunch of whiny kids. And that judge, oh God, that judge, I if I could have reached through and just punched him a couple of times in the head, I would have. But I was
called him God's DJ. I'm like, who appointed you God's DJ? No one needs you to narrate this trial.
I was so annoyed. I mean, I'm like, dude, shut the hell up. You're, all you have to do is handle the objections. You don't have to, work for the prosecution here. To admit to cross-dressing isn't a crime on trial. No, I haven't watched all of this. But that's what I'm going to be doing later today. I haven't set the stream up for it, but that's what I'm going to be doing, is going over the missing part. And I still haven't even got to his testimony.
I haven't either. I'm starting day 2.
I literally have been holding off watching any of it until I watch it, because you're going to get all my reaction live at Raw. I just turned it off after. I was like, no, because I'm gonna cover this, but on my own time.
Yeah, I'm covering this, and then So like on not a fun note, but uh, the whole Corey Richards things ticked me off. So I am doing a story time and then like a
Ooh.
question and answer stream tomorrow about how I talk to my littles about grief, what I would have wanted to do differently, and then my general advice because, we know she ghost wrote the book and I'm more comfortable in video form. So I figure if someone needs to access it, in the middle of the night someday,
Mm.
it's there.
Yeah. That is a good idea. I mean, because everybody can handle grief differently, and sometimes that perspective really will help other people out where they can go.
Well, yeah,
What
there's
is
not a
what's
lot
Mo
of
say?
yeah, like that usually is what everyone stops to think about. It's WW to, MD, what would Mo do?
What would Mo do? Mo would throw to one chippy the moment they said this.
No. Mo did that, and then I'm also on Sunday for shenanigans because we need some, humor after that. I'm doing my ramen of regrets. So I
Ooh.
have this unfortunate disability where if I see a like crime against food manatee, I must buy it. So I have pumpkin pie ramen, turkey dinner ramen, buffalo wild or ranch
Only in
ramen,
Indiana.
lemon pepper ramen.
Only in Indiana.
Well, I
Okay.
can't drink.
So here's something interesting. No, see, I'm a big believer in ramen because you keep a few of those packs around. They never go bad because they're they're ramen, and you can just take any sort of protein and throw it in there, veggies if you want to. So I keep some around. And the other day, my wife was at a conference, and so I was like, Thanksgiving flavored jelly beans, that'd be interesting. I would not want a jelly bean that tastes like turkey. No,
Yeah, no.
turkey is turkey.
Yeah, no.
So,
that
so
sweet savory thing.
I make this thing for my wife. I get some of those like the chicken tenders or whatever that are uncooked, and what I'll do is I'll cook them up, and I'll do it with some. I cook my stuff in butter, okay, because it just tastes correct. So
the only other correct answer is bacon grease. So
yes, or you can also use. Well, we'll get into that. So then I whenever I cook them up, I put a little bit of salt, pepper, and herbs de Provence on top of them, and then I'll put some Havarti cheese, and that'll melt into it, and then make her like a sandwich. And she's with some mustard, and she throws some arugula or whatever. Well, I cooked up some of them because I was worried. And she takes her time eating them, and they'll last a little longer if you actually cook them.
Yeah.
And then put them back in the fridge. So I pulled one of those out, and I just, you throw it in the microwave for 30 seconds. It's heated through. And I just cut the thing. Actually, I didn't even throw it in the microwave. I boiled my water. I cut it up. And so it's already got its own like spices and flavor. Throw that in there, throw some ramen on top of it, the boiling water, and then just make my ramen. And I got this really nice little meal. It doesn't take long, and it was healthy.
Yeah.
I had to cut back because I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight before I get to Dollywood. Just trying to look a little more svelte. And my wife and I were talking the other night while we were walking. She goes, well, I'm planning, because her grandmother's house that she remembers as a child is now an Airbnb. Oh. So she was talking with her girlfriends for her 50th. They were talking about doing, going to this Airbnb, hanging out, and just them. And it was just like, well, maybe we bring the guys for this one. She said, but we're not sure who's going to stay in the bunk beds. And I was joking with her. I was like, well, she goes, but if we're going to rent a boat, because the location, they could do that. We're going to have Mr. Shizzy over there, a guy that actually has, a license to operate.
A license for a boat.
Which I have. It was just like, well, Yeah, so maybe we have him come along. I was like, oh, great. I'll be like the gratuitous slave boy, sitting there fanning you guys in a loincloth. And she goes, ha, 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 ha. She goes, well, you got a year to get ready.
You should just start watching Birdcage, writing down Hank Azaria's lines, cutting off a pair of jeans. Are these short?
Are they too short?
Like, it's an aspirin. Don't worry. I grind off the A.
The only guy in a house full of women that are, perimenopausal. Great.
Shizzy, we will remember you.
She goes, you gotta waste. You got a year. Better get working, get cracking on it before your loincloth ready.
You want to talk about ramen? So, Mr. Mo has, like I said, been gifted with like God's energy for some reason. So he's been cleaning, and he's been finding all of these ramen packets with the noodles in it, but the seasoning out. And we're really confused because all we have are these like ramen carcasses everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out the only person in this house with a Mother Evan six-pack, the youngest, most feral, he doesn't like the noodles. He likes to eat. He's a deer. He needs a salt lick. He likes to eat the salt, whatever that is, directly, like lick it. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
I can tell you what it is. He's got low sodium, and it's just a natural instinct.
Well, I have it too, but I don't like salt. So
well, there's another way of getting that. You get him some pickles, and
he likes pickles, so we'll give him the juice.
Because
it's just funny to me because I was like, just make the ramen. You can add extra bouillon to make it saltier.
Well, he's trying to get that salt into his body because he doesn't realize it, but that's what his body's needing. Like, I do this every so often. Like I will get pickles and I will just sit there and drink the pickle juice. My wife was like, "What in the hell are you doing?" I was like, "I don't know. My body just needs it."
That's what I've had to do since they found out I have the low blood pressure but I don't like salt because my husband's like, drink Gatorade. It tastes like salt water to me. Because they have like the liquid IV, and I can, it tastes like salt water to me. So like I can handle chips, but usually everything, I don't add salt to anything. So
yeah, you should.
Well, I mean, I'll add a little bit to taste, but I'll leave it to Mr. Mo, who likes salt a lot more than I do. But I usually buy low salt stuff. So my doctor's like, you are really odd. I'm like, yeah, I know. I finally have a license to salt.
one of my wife's friends in college, they told her to cut out salt because she, I think she was high blood pressure or something like that. Like, and she took it literally. She cut out every bit of salt, which you can't do at all. And she cut out everything, ended up in the hospital, and they were just like, no. There's going to be naturally some salt in certain foods. You cannot just go completely salt free. Your body has to have salt. And yeah, she was pretty sick from it. They were just like, when was the last time you had salt? We're going to put you on IV because you are in bad shape. Yeah. That's crazy. Will you need a step stool, Volstorm? Only in your dreams. So you're in Mo, maybe try some Celtic salt. I'm not big on salt. Celtic salt doesn't taste as salty.
I'll have to try it. I've been better keeping chips around for some reason. Okay, again, this is the weirdest thing, and it is not a humble brag. It's actually kind of weird, but it's a weird thing to have happen. Since Mr. Mo's been in the hospital, I just haven't been all that hungry, so I'm forcing myself to eat. So only veggie straws are really tasting good, so that's kind of what I'm eating.
Well, did you ever see the there's a guy that did a video on this. I can't remember where I saw it at, but he goes, Himalayan salt does not come out of the Himalayas. It comes from nowhere in the Himalayas. Like this red Himalayan salt that everyone's just like, oh, it comes from the mountains of Himalaya and all the Vedic stuff that goes along with it. Well, it turns out that the Himalayan salt actually comes out of Pakistan. But they didn't think calling it Pakistan salt would go too well in the United States, so they call it Himalayan salt. And the reason it's red is because, well, they're just salt deposits that they pull it out of. There's not really any healing power, and, well, it comes out of Pakistan.
Yeah.
Like, so all these people are spending extra money. Look, I'm getting the red Himalayan salt because it comes out of the mountains of Himalaya.
Yeah, well, people that are wishing they hadn't spent more money. Everyone who's going on the air flights right now.
What?
Yay, Congress. So basically, Congress doesn't want to fund DHS because of their political beliefs.
Oh, please.
So
Love it.
they are basically defunding TSA at the same time.
Yes. Oh my God. TSA needs to go the hell away. If airports want to have TSA, they need to pay for the TSA. I am so sick of this crap. I remember the days.
They look so disinterested. I mean, I'm shocked that they even catch anything, because every one of the times that I go to the TSA, I have seen more attentive workers at Chick-fil-A.
I've seen more attentive workers at a glory hole convention. It's just like, really, this is ridiculous. I've never been one, but it would be hilarious.
Basically, there are lines going out. They're asking people to arrive 3 to 4 hours early.
Get rid of TSA. Get that shit out of there. Like, and I'm serious about this. If you can't control people outside of this, why am I wasting my time, my precious time, just to go in and out? You get people stressed out. You get people that want to be Karens, and they're freaking out because they're just like, if I'm going to have to stand in line for this TSA crap, I'm just going to go and get something to drink and the hell with it.
Yeah.
Have those people be, air marshals or some crap like that, where they can handle, one of your belligerent passengers that's causing problems and wanting to show their feelings are being hurt. You drag those off. You can turn all that extra metal and crap like that into something else. But man, I remember the days that you could literally walk up and see your family come off the airplane and meet them right there. And you hold up a little sign and be like, here they are. No, Charles de Gaulle was absolutely horrendous. Heathrow was horrible. Coming through Heathrow from out of country, and they had lines that were circling around and around. A guy has got handling 3 kids. One of them's in a stroller. One, the other one, he's holding the kid's hand, and one of them had like his little suitcase or whatever, and left it there. Next thing you know, the police are showing up and going to ask this guy a whole bunch of questions about this missing bag that everybody's like moving around. And all it would have taken is the person behind him go, "Hey, your kid left a bag." And he probably would have turned around and said, "Hey, pay attention to that." But no, now you stop all of freaking Heathrow for like an hour while you're trying to escort this guy, and he's just sitting there going, it's my kid's little kitty bag or whatever.
Well, move over furries in schools. I think every school needs a badger.
Hey, honey badger.
Yeah,
honey badger.
I mean, we can call it a counselor. You send the bad kids to it. They never misbehave again.
No, they actually sound meaner than they are. I mean, they do go their finishing move. Like if they get they'll go after a tiger, a lion, whatever, because the first thing that they do is go for the nuts. And man, that does take a lot of fight out of you.
Yeah.
Like, what's this mean little? He did. What the hell did he do?
Animal control officers in California were summoned to a high school to evict a very unusual trespasser, a badger hiding in a storage closet.
Mhm.
The Madera Police Department said on social media that the animal control officers responded to the high school on Monday when the badger was discovered in a campus storage closet. Can you imagine the kid? Miss Seymour?
Miss Seymour, there's this
There's a weird dog in here.
I think it's a raccoon, maybe. It's all
There's a I don't think it's a cat.
it's a little big for a cat.
While our officers handle a wide variety of calls, wildlife incidents like this are extremely rare. Situations involving wildlife are governed by a specific state regulation regarding the capture and relocation of animals, which is why we have to rely on trained wildlife professionals for assistance. Now, animal control officers assisted by biologist Dan Fidler of the California Department of Fish and Wildlife's Fresno unit. I'm not a cop, man. Can you imagine him trying to catch women in the bar? Are you a police officer? Sort of. What's the weirdest thing you've ever caught? Badger.
Oh my god. A badger.
So they were able to safely remove the badger from the building. Now, this is something Dingus would do. A cat's blockage turned out to be 26 swallowed hair ties.
26 swallowed hair ties.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Ballstorm.
Listen, you little midget. In my dreams, it'd be more like in my nightmares.
Well,
okay.
You know,
Second of all, we all know you need the step stool because cool air falls, it doesn't rise. So with you blowing that fan on those poor, beautiful women, yeah, it would only go down. They wouldn't be able to get the airflow they needed.
No, they'll just hook me up to the ceiling fan, and
I figured they hang you from a rope from the ceiling.
This is the one we missed. This is the one we missed last week. It says match the weapons with the today's March 13th Friday photo fun game. Readers must examine 5 mug shots and match up the defense with respective weapons they allegedly wielded during assaults or batteries: pizza crust, electric toothbrush, can of baby formula.
I couldn't tell if it was a plunger or a tooth or something else. I was like, I don't think that's.
No, it's not a vibrator. Can of baby formula, wet floor sign, edge clippers. So,
well, with the guy with the LSU shirt on, I would figure that one of the weapons be a corn dog. So I'm kind of disappointed.
Well, I mean, it could be baby formula, but I think the baby formula goes with that one.
Yeah, agreed.
Is that a woman?
Yes, it looks like a woman.
Oh,
now,
well spotted.
And if you're saying a corn dog, I'm just going to say pizza.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That tracks.
Yeah, but none of them are showing their teeth, so it's kind of hard to imagine any of them using a toothbrush. You know, I think so.
Let's see. Both of these have tattoos on their face, and it looks like a father and son kind of thing.
They were at the Home Depot. They couldn't agree on a paint color.
Here's the thing, though. The guy in the middle does not look like he's ever done any landscaping in his life, or at least the guy on the end does.
Exactly.
That's more true than you know.
It is. I would have been more impressed. All right, let's see. Does that work for you guys?
Yeah.
This one's a hard one because they all look like they would attack with a toothbrush or a vibrator.
This is the weirdest rock paper scissors.
Not a single one of them except for the baby formula.
So the guy with the LSU shirt was
the hedge trimmers.
I knew it had to be an older gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pizza crust? How do you assault somebody with a pizza crust? Just throw it?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know, but I'm imagining Heath Ledger as the, Joker. Like, you want to know how I got these scars? Pizza crust.
I don't know how I got these scars.
Well, and this is the old. Now you wanted to talk about the old guy having it.
Oh, wow.
Well, so today you must figure out defense with they allegedly swiped what they stole. False eyelashes, Pop-Tarts, jelly beans, Topps baseball cards, and cooked sausage. Well, I mean, if we went for cooked sausage, he's probably the same guy that was in LSU. And I would say this guy just has that feminine look about him. I've seen this guy somewhere before.
But I would actually think it would go with the Asian guy because he's trying to get makeup and stuff for his Asian wife.
No. I'm gonna say he went with that. I'm a collector. I'm a collector.
So.
No,
I don't think so.
No. Who you think he went with him?
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm just surprised they're not Pokemon cards.
Who took the Pop-Tarts?
The Asian guy.
You think the Asian guy?
Yeah, because Daddy Warbucks either did the jelly beans or the eyelashes because he's a drag queen.
Gotcha.
He does a really good Dolly Parton.
Which one do you want to give the eyelashes to? I mean, we can move it.
The bald one.
The bald one. I still think it's the guy in the middle, but he just has he has a very feminine look about him. But I'll go with you guys' suggestion here, saying the bald guy getting the eyelashes. I've been wrong before. What's going to be funny if it's this guy that was getting the eyelashes?
Yeah, for real.
For his, it's
but
for
it
my,
would make again. He's stealing it for a wife, so it's either the black guy or the Asian guy.
Yeah. We will.
All right, let's see. I mean, we're all in agreement that sausage. He took the sausages.
Yeah.
Okay.
He wanted biscuits and gravy.
None of them except for the eyelashes.
Wow. The Asian guy did take the baseball cards.
Yeah. I'm a corrector.
I'm a corrector.
The jelly bean. Please tell me they were at least Jelly Belly. Like,
man, he probably picked him up and was walking through the store eating them.
That's pretty hardcore to go to jail over some Jimmy Dean instant sausage. That's pretty hardcore. Pop-Tarts I could see.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Hand had a weird journey after Ridgemont High. He
became a judge.
Sausage, and then he became a judge in Ohio.
Hey,
Weird.
Shizzy, I've asked everybody else this. Now let me ask you.
Okay.
Which was a worse judge? The judge in the Afro Man trial or Judge Grudge?
Judge Grudge.
You think?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Because that judge in the Afro Man trial was so blatant. I mean, so blatant.
Well, I agree. I completely agree that he was absolutely blatant, but you have to understand that Judge Grudge was so bad, and it was like crossing over the threshold of just being highly illegal, where he for how many hearings, for 3 hearings, he sat there and listened to her crap and was already had his mind made up.
Yep.
And then whenever Jeremy came in, because what they were trying to do is enjoin their that stalking problem that they were having in Florida. They were trying to get that in. The judge not only shut it down, but he sealed the case. So you can't see all of his behavior in that.
True.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever they had to go and appeal the damn thing, he sat there and argued that he was in the right for his bullshit. So who was worse? I would say Judge Grudge was worse. Now a close second would definitely be that judge in Afro Man trial. That crap was pissing me off.
Yeah, I didn't like him narrating.
Just sitting there and basically running the prosecution's case for them.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, they mean to argue it this way. I mean, I was watching one last night with MG, and he stops the damn thing and says, and he's like, Your Honor, this is inappropriate. And he was, if he's bringing this in, and he was just like, no, it's coming in. He was like, I mean, really, you're going to allow this right here? And then whenever we cross on him and we're doing the cross, we're questioning him, this is going to be brought up. And you already said that we're not supposed to be discussing this. He's like, all right. And, and that's why the next time that it happened, because that was during the part that we didn't see, that because it was cut out. The stuff that we missed after that, there was a point where I saw his defense attorney get up there and was just like, he's getting ready to open the door, and I know where this is heading. And if he wants to open that door, we are going to ask questions on this because he's opened the door. And I'm warning you. He basically gave him a warning, like I'm telling you right now, we will bring this up. You can't sit there and use this crap and expect me not to provide a defense for it. He's opening the door. And I think the judge finally got it. It's like, oh, I guess we can't allow this crap to come in. So,
yeah. And I mean, now that Flux is here, we can talk about it. But since when is being a lesbian a bad thing? Because you'd have thought it was worse than like gonorrhea syphilitis.
Look,
like
you can't tell me that chick has never been made fun of in her entire life.
No. Yeah.
No.
That voice.
Because I guarantee you, if I got pulled over by that sheriff, I would be calling him sir, sir.
Yeah.
Because not just hearing the voice. And I'm just like, and you're telling me come on.
You could not watch any of the trial and swear to God that was a man.
No, like I was telling Mo, I just happened to turn it on. I was watching Megan and Tug. I turned it on. It was like in the middle of her testimony, and I'm sitting there like working on something. And I see the I'm like, oh, that's my old roadie. I was like, what the hell is he doing? Is he? and same balding.
I thought he looked like
stringy hair.
She looked like a roadie.
And I was just like, and then once I heard the voice, I was like, oh no, the voice just isn't quite right. I mean, that's not him. Plus, that's what he looked like whenever he was a roadie. I was like, he's probably aged about 25 years. Doesn't look like that anymore.
Well, and here's the thing that kind of doesn't necessarily piss me off, but it's like you're getting up there on the stand and crying about being made fun of for your appearance, but you damn sure wasn't worried about it when you were posing in your tactical vest with your AR and all those damn pictures. You were very, very proud of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So don't give me this crap of, oh, it hurt my fifis. You're a cop.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember on all the cop videos, people going, excuse me, I don't know how you identify, but I am a criminal. You know those bracelets you have? I would like to surrender myself.
You know what would be so funny though? If her husband was, hi, my name is Fred.
Okay, I'm
Lisa Love Blows.
I go by Frederick.
By Frederick.
If you know the Rugrats, Phil and Lil's mom, the really kind of butch mom, and she had the very effeminate husband, that's what I'm imagining.
Yeah, it's exactly it. I'm just like, I'm picturing like, it's my turn.
And look, I'm not saying to go out there and act like a total prick to cops, but I'm going to tell you right now, I have friends that are cops. Vegas Rick is a cop. You think he hasn't heard some, especially working in Vegas, you think he hasn't heard some of the worst stuff you've ever heard in your entire life?
Oh God.
Come on.
You're not catching somebody at their best moment if the cops are involved.
Not exactly.
Have someone
yes, Buck, it is wrong.
Yes, it is wrong.
Yes, that's a Baker Act thing.
You need to seek counseling immediately.
Yeah.
That's better than a war shot test.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
How does this woman make you feel? That's a woman.
No, I'm trying to explain this to Mr. Mo. As Youngest Most Feral is doing his damnedest to come in every time I'm trying to play songs. And he's like, what are you doing? Why are you laughing? And I'm like, nothing. And he's like, are we going to watch House? And I'm like, this was your dad and I watching House. And he's like, I know, we watch it every night.
And he's like, House, quote unquote.
No,
Well, this you're in Mr. Mo's private time. You can call it whatever you want to.
Hey,
No, we
watching
sit on
house.
the bed and youngest Mo
Uh-huh.
Farrell sits on this chair and then we watch House Pop
Yeah,
Vicodin.
I tell my parents the same thing whenever I had girls in my room.
Yeah.
We're
We're just watching TV, Mom and Dad.
No, the bad part is when the door is really locked and he's like, "Are we gonna watch House? Hello?
Doom, 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 doom.
Hello? Where is
Child-
Dad? I can't
Child, the
find
door's
him.
shut for a reason. Don't ask.
The cats, we're all waiting."
Don't worry, your dad's busy right now.
And what you do to really mess with them is every once in a while you shut the door, but you're both fully closed. And if they
stand by
happen
the
to
door?
barge in, it's like, oh, you're not doing anything. No, we're not. Why are you in here?
Oh no, my oldest son has started to realize that we still actively love each other. Like it
Yeah.
isn't like a theoretical concept, because now he's like, he caught us hugging and he's scarred from like, oh,
Oh, no.
now
Not
he's really
that.
like knocks. He's like, "Are you guys decent?" I'm like,
No.
we haven't been since your conception."
How do you think you got here? Of course we're not decent.
I was like, "It's your dad's favorite thing about me."
Well, there are 5 of you. Just saying.
The youngest Mo Farrell will realize there's a reason why he has so many siblings, and
Yes.
it involves the locked door.
No,
Yes.
he is the only one that's still on the baby train. He is the only one still actively praying because he only gets to, boss around Dingus, and Dingus doesn't listen to anyone.
They generally don't.
No.
Get over here. Damn it.
Nobody listens to me.
Oh no. Well, my kids were all upset because they thought we were going to bring the gallbladder home. I don't know exactly what we thought.
You know what you should have done? You should have went and got some chicken gizzards
Yes.
and raw chicken gizzards and brought it in and then set it down and then cooked it up. like yeah, we got it. You want to try?
You need to put it in a vat of like sugar water or something so it stays suspended in the fluid,
Just
just floating around. That'd be fantastic.
oh my god! And hey, you can take it for show and tell.
Yeah. Take this to school, kids.
Well, they were all like confused because they're like, "Wait, they're sending him home. Like, does he get a shirt or something?" I'm like, "It's not an amusement park."
It'd be cool if you did.
Yeah. People would be more willing to go to the doctor if they got a shirt that says, "Look, I had heart surgery."
Hey, they won't
Big-
even let you go home with the gown anymore.
Oh, but that's the best part of it.
Like if you have heart surgery, they give you a pillow. That's about it.
Hello.
Yeah. I mean, I will say it was funny because they sent me up to his like recovery room, and I ended up waiting 45 minutes until I thought, "Hey, I'm not telling y'all how to run your hospital, but you kind of
But-
misplaced my husband. I'd at least like a Lojax," because I get to the surgery area in the hospital and they've already taken him back, and you scan like a little QR code and you can basically watch your husband being, certified, like watching your Chipotle order being made. it like had a little dot like he's in pre-op. Oh, he's in surgery.
Oh yeah. We have that UT.
Wow.
And all I thought is, what would be better? Because swear to God, they had this little boy. He must have been all of like 19 and a half. Looked like he had just escaped a Hanson revival band in like a 3-piece suit. So I am all confused. So I'm
It's
like,
Doogie,
"What
how's
the hell?"
there?
And he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll come and get you." I was like, "If it's possible, do you have one of those like things they have at restaurants when you're your
Air
table is
tag.
ready. You just imagine everyone sitting at a surgical and it's like, your appetizers are ready.
Oh my
So
god.
Mr. Mo gets rolled in, and one of the nurse people is like, I think this is your wife. And he's like, I know I have a wife. And so I'm walking around, and he's like, you're married to me? That is awesome. So he holds my hand. He's like, we're married.
Best compliment ever.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I love it.
Of course, I'd have done the same thing. I'd have been like, see this chick, I get to go home with her.
Well, then it was like, you're going to have to help me go to the restroom. And I'm like, no, you just got out of surgery. And he's like, I'm going to the restroom. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess we're going to the, okay.
So I guess we're going now.
And then he's like, shut the door. I can do this by my own self. And I'm like, okay, youngest, most feral. No.
And now you know.
Full storm. We came home, and my wish was just to sit on my bed on Sunday and do nothing. But I was going to make breakfast for my children and my husband, and I was going to go against my will to Walmart. And my husband's like, can I go to Walmart with you? Like, why? He's like, I've been in bed all weekend. I was like, my dream, yes. Why are you?
You're out of the way. Be like, no, honey, this is my quiet time.
Well, I let him go, but then I almost threatened to kill him when he was trying to lift things in front of witnesses. I was like,
Yeah.
Well, no, because Volstorm, like, first of all, the man decided to have a medical emergency and scare me without, prior warning. So
well,
strike
that's why
one.
it's called an emergency, Mo. It's not really his fault.
Well, I feel bad because so he kept saying like his stomach was hurting, and I thought he just had like a trapped fart. So I kept
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
I get
go
it.
poop.
I get it. I get it.
Go poop. I mean,
See,
you
that's the problem with being in a family full of humor and sarcasm.
Yeah.
Is when a real emergency arrives, it's like the boy that cried wolf. I mean, the
You
sheep
think
all
it's-
get eaten.
yeah, you just think it's funny. You're just like,
Yeah.
ha 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 ha. Yeah, just go.
Well, I knew Mr. Mo was in serious pain because our police officers just have nothing better to do than stay at these like a couple spots to catch people speeding, because our town has like 45. Oh, it's 30, and we aren't going to tell you for another couple feet, but it's 30
Yeah.
started back here
Yeah. I've been in those.
at the bottom of a hill. So, so we are driving to the ER, and he's like, I'm fine. Don't speed. We get a little closer near the speed trap. He's like, are you speeding? Why aren't you speeding? I was like, you from the past told me to not speed.
About 5 miles back there, you told me not to. So
Yeah. And then I had to drive on 17,000 different freeways because there cannot be a straight shot to Methodist Hospital.
No,
You have to go like you're going to Ohio, then Cincinnati, then Chicago.
It's just like I'm picturing your freeway system has a little sign that says Chicago 306,000 miles and Cincinnati 200 miles. And you're like, wait, what sign did that say? As you're going by it doing 70.
this is to go 5 miles to Indianapolis, folks.
My GPS needs to be, look, I am a timid driver. I hate being on the freeway. I got married, A, because I love Mr. Mo, B, because I hate taking out the trash, and C, because I don't like to drive places. Like, and no, he made me face like all my most terrifying fears all at once. Driving to the freeway, operating those parking garages scared the shit out of me. I don't know if
Dingus wants you to take a picture.
No, Thor is upset because we used to have the printer over here, and he had an he had an abusive relationship with the printer in that he loved the printer and the printer did not love him back. It's not consensual on the HP's part.
Yeah.
So he is mourning the loss of his printer love.
See, that reminds me of when I finally got my office open, my cat decides to come in. He jumps on the printer. Then he jumps on top of the bookshelves. There are 4 very tall bookshelves in here. So he starts running across the bookshelves like, oh, it's no big deal. Then he's like, oh, crap, I can't get down.
Meow. Meow.
He did. He started to meow. Finally, this may be a little cruel, but it worked. He gets to the end that has the printer on it. I start shaking the bookshelf to get him to jump off, and he does. It goes back down. After that, he remembered how to get up there and get back down. But
yeah.
Well,
it's like my wife before she was my wife. The place that she was living at, I worked next door, and so her cat, which was Sister Ray. They actually wanted to call it Ray Charles, because they thought it was a male cat until she had kittens, and then it became Sister Ray. And she had.
They could have just named it Lisa.
Well, and she had like just a little. She was solid black except for a little white spot right here, so it looked like a priest or a nun. And so I remember, because the way that I would come in, I would walk past her garage, and this cat would be sitting up there going meow 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 at me, and I'm like, how in the hell did you get on the roof of the damn garage? Okay, and it was a separated garage, and I figured out it was because it would run up the tree, and of course my wife was just like, I don't know how to get her down. I was just like, it's really easy. And I was like, just go get her some food and shake the thing. She'll come down. And she was like, no. That's what she did. And the cat, I was like, did you not ever see, what was it? The one with, damn it, nose.
Pinocchio?
The one with Daryl Hannah.
Roxanne.
Like, that's, everyone was trying to get the cat out of the tree, and he just opens up like a can of cat food and says, now, did you not ever see that? She was just like, oh, I was like, come on, wife. Like, well, she wasn't my wife at the time, but I'm like, come on, lady, this isn't rocket science here. But yeah, so the cat would climb up the tree, get on the roof, and then sit there and meow at you. And then if you were walking around, the cat would like follow you around, like, get me down, get me down, get me down. Get your own self down. I'm not touching you.
Stop. You're getting pet.
No, the cat is planning to eat you whenever you're not watching.
Yeah, probably tenderizing me.
That's the one that'll eat you when you die.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's currently in a spat with Thor, his not brother but lover. They adopted Dingus, so it's kind of weird. They adopted Dingus as a kitten, but now he's kind of part of their throuple. So there's a lot of jealousy. Wow. It's not even June, and there are cat fights everywhere.
Love it. Love it.
No, the worst part is when Mr. Mo is left in charge of the catnip spray and allows youngest most feral to spray Thor's back. We have 5 male cats. It looked like San Francisco. Now, my husband calls me out. He has enough willpower and air power to call me out. But he is just, I'm like, what in the orgy is going on in here? I'm like, and he's like, and he can't even breathe. And I'm like, and Griffin, youngest, most feral being youngest, most feral, I sprayed Thor's back. And now they're all jumping with him.
It's only a problem if you start seeing flashing lights and house music.
There might have been George Michael playing in the background. Strobe lights.
Father Figure, the remix.
None of the cats looked each other in the eye the next morning.
Tell.
Exactly.
Oh my God, yes.
Well, they're currently mad. I'm actually going to get off of here and check on Mr. Mo. He is painting, and he didn't want to texture the walls with cat fur. So they're
I don't see the
currently
problem
all
with
in cat jail, so they don't walk through the or walk or run through the paint.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Yeah,
we can both get attention. Yes, that's his.
And if for some reason I'm not able to get a midstream up today, which is sort of my goal to do that, then what I'll do is do it tomorrow. Because, you know, there's things that have to happen, you know, like stuff around the house. Look at that. Look at that fur ball.
This is the one that steals my wigs. So he's the one.
I'm waiting
You can
for that
tell
one
when
to
he's
get
been eating.
snatched off your head.
Oh, he's upset that Thor has the chair right now. They're
It's just like, how dare you?
yeah, pretty much. I need to get my cat tree up, but I mean, at this point, I'm going to buy a cat tree, and they're going to continue to sit on my chair.
You know what you do is you have Mr. Mo build you one. You say, go get yourself some carpet scraps and build one. It's just pieces of wood that are nailed together and screwed together and wrapped in.
Yeah, he did allow me to say I could purchase one because he is running out of time and patience being back in school. So he's like,
true.
And I'm like, yeah, because y'all know if I can create it, I've got hot glue and thumbtacks. I just don't know how structurally sound it will. It will probably be as sound as anything from IKEA.
First time cat jumps on, the whole thing's like, yes.
Well, here's the problem. I have to look. We need to stop fat shaming kittens, but okay, I need to put. I have to put cat tree for like Garfield sized cats. Like reinforced thank you, Squaw Bob, and that membership went to House of Flux. Welcome. We have Dark Chocolate Sarcasm, and today we will be doing Afro Man Day 2, and then I will be hanging out with Shizzy tonight and possibly Friday night. I don't know. Expert never sends out stuff, so if I'm invited, I will show up. If not, no beef.
Yeah, and we usually do a Friday pre-stream, like, and if for some reason, like I said, if I'm not able to get it because I haven't checked with the boss to see what she all needs done today, and if she's just like, I need this, and I would just be like, okay, that's why I haven't set one up yet, because I've got to check with the boss first.
I understand.
Because she usually has plans that don't involve me doing what I want to do. Damn it! But that's okay, because she allows me to do it at night.
Random Asian lady. No, I don't want to see pictures of you, nor do I want to follow you on Telegram. I have a set of boobs at home in a jar in my closet. Would you like to talk more? I'm going to see if we get a response. On that note, I will see you guys in about 30 minutes. Gonna get Afro Man set up and check on Mr. Mo, make sure he's not doing, all the things he's not supposed to. It's a losing battle.
Always.
Yes. He's like, I'm feeling so much better. I'm like, I'm gonna buy a cruise.
Oh yeah.
Bye, you guys.
Bye guys. See you soon.